Sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm. 855 Mike Wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
Hey, what's going on? Good to see you, interwebs, Local 4 Nation, live in the D Nation, 9:15-ish Nation, Jason Carr Live Nation.
Welcome back.
Thank you, John Steckroth and Jacob. Nice hat, like the lid. Good to see you guys. Did you miss me?
We did. We had plenty of fun without you, but we missed you.
Like, what kind of fun did you have?
It was miserable.
We had fun.
We couldn't go on without you.
Yeah. We had Brandon, we had Everard, we had Rhonda.
You're making it seem like we didn't even need him.
Well,
It's his show. He's the
Oh, all right then.
all right, starting off, we're talking about Sterling Heights.
Nice. Move
Yeah.
All right, show's over, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah, Sterling Heights going on right now. I can see it here on the monitor. The press conference being conducted by Barbara McQuaid, the U.S. Attorney, talking about the decision to settle the federal lawsuits. Sterling Heights, the city, will have to pay a deductible of $350,000. The American Islamic Cultural Center gets the mosque, but not quite the height they were hoping for.
And the sound, they were going to have be able to play the call to prayer, and I guess that's not going to be allowed for them either.
So the Department of Justice sued the city for blocking a mosque building project, but that suit has been settled, or suits have been settled. And if you want to hear the specifics, that's going on live streaming right now on clickondetroit.com. The reason I'm pointing off camera is that we have a large monitor here just to my right, camera left, showing what's going on.
And then this is a video from last night's meeting. It was a huge turnout. And
Big exchange with most of the residents, if not all, saying they didn't want it.
yes.
So, all right, so if you want to learn more about that, that's one of the reasons clickondetroit.com is your information destination. Also, there's a dad wakeboarding with his daughter. He has cat-like speed and reflexes, just like this show. Watch this. Look at that.
Oh, good catch.
That is one way to make sure that your daughter doesn't disappear into the surf, even though she's wearing a life preserver. Maybe not quite as instantly dramatic a piece of video, but no less frightening. Harrison Ford, apparently on the run from the Empire, being chased by an Imperial Star Cruiser. Here he is flying into the airport, and the Daily Mail has this. They make it seem like he narrowly missed a 737 by mere feet. He flies over a taxiing 737.
It's still, I'm sure, against FAA rules.
Oh, well, of
and
course
all
it
sorts
is,
of
but-
problems. But yeah, no, he's still got plenty of clearance.
It was revealed last week that Harrison Ford asked Air Control, was that airliner meant to be underneath me? Just seconds after the incident. Get off my plane!
No ticket. And actually, we found some video just before they took off.
Now, come on. Oh, boy.
I didn't know you could fly a plane. Why, yes.
This movie is underrated, by the way. I don't know. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I think, is a great movie.
It could be better than the first.
Speaking of airports, now I just got back. We flew down to Cancun and then came back 6 days later. And on the way down, an airline that shall not be named, but it was a dispiriting.
Oh.
See what I did there? Flight down. We were an hour delayed, and they've taken on this surly attitude, like the waiters and waitresses. If you've ever been to Ed DeBevick's in Chicago, the 50s style diner where the waitresses like chomp gum and you know,
kind of insult you a little bit.
insult you,
It's a
like,
little
come on, give me your
yeah.
order. No, you don't want that, that kind of thing. Surly flight attendants.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday they were saying stuff like, if you don't like it, there's the exit. Like, if you don't like our service, there's the. I mean, it's all said tongue in cheek.
But it's still not. I mean, do you really want to fly with that type of attitude all the time? Yeah.
I mean, no Wi-Fi. The seats don't recline. It's literally like being in a Greyhound in the sky. So,
But you
Say-
get a little bit of peanuts, so that's enough, right?
surly. Airliners are charging for checked and carry-on baggage. A Kickstarter is looking to get around those fees by creating a jacket that can carry up to 33 pounds of luggage. The modular jacket can be worn 3 ways and includes 14 pockets, 2 detachable panels, and built-in carry bag. Most of the jackets run about $200, which after only a few flights would pay for itself.
Yeah.
So Kickstarter jacket, you have it?
You know, this is big for in Europe. There's Ryanair, where you can find flights for $5, $10, but you can't have any luggage with you because the luggage fees are so outrageous. So I mean, this is the type of jacket where you find those cheap flights where you can't bring anything with you, and I guess you just wear it all with you. Kind of
You know,
fun.
there have been people like, thank you, Barb. Good to be back. There are people that wear layers upon layers upon layers of clothes, and that's their luggage.
Yeah.
They just buy what they need when they get there, like sundry, type stuff. All right.
Yeah.
That was rich and compelling. Not as compelling as a cow chase.
Oh, did you get a chance to watch this yesterday?
Is
This
it a
was-
cow or a bull? A bull or
It was
a cow?
a bull. It was a bull. This was so much fun. We had a blast watching this here at the newsroom yesterday. But just all over Queens, New York. Last I had checked, I don't know if they knew exactly where the cow had escaped from. Was it a
It was a
slaughterhouse?
slaughterhouse, yeah, it was a
Yep,
slaughterhouse.
a bull, yeah. And it's amazing how many people actually thought they were like going to tackle this thing.
Bum rushed a couple.
Yeah, but all over. I mean, it went on for what, 2 hours?
Yeah, almost 2 hours they said. And there were a couple times.
Well, look, there's eyewitness news. I mean, you and a police cruiser.
Cop cars, they'd corner him in, and the cow or the bull would somehow escape. And I mean, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
On Jason Carr Live, we will not steer you wrong. We have a lot at stake.
Oh.
That this is prime cut video
This is-
that we are proffering for your consumption. It's the rare instance that we would be outdone in this department.
Okay.
You could not get enough of it. The whole newsroom was going crazy watching this thing.
And ended up just going into someone's backyard, and that was that.
Yeah, just kinda gave
just
up.
kind of stopped. But I guess the bull was euthanized, so he.
The
he didn't
bull,
make it. Yeah.
the bull was euthanized. Well, that's unfortunate for the animal. Hopefully not euthanized, and then they put the animal to use,
Yeah.
butcher-wise, shall we say.
Now, speaking of chases, I found this yesterday, and I absolutely loved it. Take a look. There goes the cat. Oh, and there goes the dog.
Oh, wow. Broke the door.
Yeah, I know.
Can we see that again?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he got out of the way just in time, too, because that door was coming down.
One more time. Fight. Don't!
wow.
Yeah.
Quite very intense.
The California Department of Motor Vehicles, the DMV, revoked Uber's autonomous vehicle registration this week after the company failed to obtain proper permits before hitting the streets in San Fran. So Uber moved its efforts to the desert. The rollout of 16 self-driving Volvos is moving to Arizona, where Uber had already partnered with the University of Arizona Research Mapping Technology. A spokesman for the Arizona Department of Transportation said Arizona has no special regulations for self-driving cars. Hence, if you want to be Ubered by nobody, then Arizona is your
Arizona's
destination.
the place. It's. I don't know at this point if there's still going to be a driver behind the wheel, just in case, or if they're allowed to have it completely full autonomous without someone in there. But that's fascinating. And I guess Uber is going to own the car itself, so it's not like they've got, they're franchising like they normally do. But it's coming.
All right. So are Furry Crocs.
Oh.
Designer Christopher Kane dropped a croc-shaped bombshell on London Fashion Week. Models on the runway sporting furry Crocs. So to prove that idiocracy The 2006 Mike Judge film about the, what would you call it, the dissolution of the Republic.
Yeah.
In that movie, Crocs were new, and they were worn by the characters.
I didn't notice that. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yet another thing that Idiocracy gets right about our current state of affairs, Crocs on the runway. Tammy says that she would not get in a car without a driver. Hey, TVs can. Never mind. I'll talk to you later. You guys, oh boy.
Are you new here?
Call him over just to shoo him away. Pop-Tart Cafe in New York. Oh, by the way, New York, speaking of, Shake Shack opens in 2 days.
Yes.
Here in Detroit. Shake Shack, which started as a food cart in New York City, is opening its Detroit location on the, what would that be, east side of Campus Martius?
Yeah.
Yeah, east side of Campus Martius in less than 2 days. Actually, let me think about this.
Today's the 22nd, right?
So yeah, 2 days. The press conference is about 49 hours from now, and then it opens at 11 a.m.
They're having a press conference before they open?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's a big deal.
Figured there was a ribbon cutting, maybe. Or
We have connections. We have
Oh.
connections. There will be a weigh-in for, so come Thursday,
We'll be
I
eating.
will have already, I won't want to give too much away.
Okay.
All right. So back to Kellogg's Pop-Tart Cafe in New York. They've taken Pop-Tarts and incorporated them into versions of New York dishes and young adult favorites like pizza, cheesecake, and burritos. I have something to tell you about cheesecake here in a second as well, is why I stopped TV's Ken. Pop-Tart burritos, personal Pop-Tarts pizzas, you name it, they're doing anything and everything they can, kind of like how Burger King just acquired Popeye's chicken. Soon, I'm sure that there will be a BK Popeyes mashup in our future.
You got a vertical integration, right? But this is fascinating. I mean, what's your favorite flavor Pop-Tart? What's your go-to?
Bar none, frosted strawberry.
Yeah.
That's what I had for breakfast
Frosted.
today.
Really? Yeah.
Coming into work.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
But this is interesting. I would stop by there. I think most of the Pop-Tarts, all the regular flavors, they cost $1,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah,
but
$1 per Pop-Tart.
But some of these burritos are like $12 or something. It's a little bit much for a Pop-Tart burrito, but fun enough.
Pay for the uniqueness, I guess.
All right, the Italian Deli in Detroit. A new Italian deli cafe in the heart of downtown is set to open next month. La Pecora Nera, which translates to the black sheep, is set to open mid-March. A lifelong dream realized, said co-owner Zach Castigian?
Castigian, sure.
Castigian?
That's correct.
To have my own place and to be in the city. I love Detroit. It's my home. La Pecora Nera, or Nera, will offer traditional and non-traditional sandwiches, salads, coffee, gelato, as well as produce, cheeses, and other grocery items. Straight from Eastern Market, locally sourced.
I like this. This is close enough for me to walk to.
So you'll be giving us a full report?
Absolutely. Yep.
This would be a fun thing to do. I mean, we do a lot of this right here. The 9:15-ish, Jason Carlisle, we do it radio style on video, like a video podcast almost. Not a lot of pre-taped elements, but perhaps you
We'll stop by there and tape something.
do a little something on your phone, like a video. It doesn't have to be a Facebook Live. It can just be a video on your phone that you then go into iMovie and edit, make a few edits or whatever, and just
Yeah.
kind of show
Talk
us
to
around the
the guy,
menu or
yeah.
whatever. Maybe Jacob could go along.
All right.
Yeah. I like delis, obviously.
Who doesn't like
I
delis?
guess,
Yeah.
That's a very strange thing to say. Everyone likes delis.
Stand by for the cheesecake story, because we'll have that in a second. Most people feel standing desks are a good idea because sitting is allegedly bad for your health. Well, that might not totally be true. While you shouldn't sit around all day, the real problem with sitting is that it contributes to bigger problem of inactivity and flat posteriors. There's little help, or there's little proof, rather, that standing desks are any better. Standing all day?
Because you're just standing in one spot, I guess. Maybe.
I mean, basically, it says you need to do a little bit of both. You need to sit down, sit down for half an hour or so, get up, move around. It's a balance, just kind of like anything else.
Thank you,
Don't wanna be
Kim.
like that cat.
It's hard to get good minions, whatever that means. Oh boy, the cat. Where's the cat?
Oh, yeah, I put that up for a second. Let's go back.
There was a sneeze I stifled. Hey, Sonny.
It's not a very long video.
Can I see the cat again?
There's your cat text with it.
Yeah.
I thought wasn't there a cat story attached to that?
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. I wanted to put more time into it. That was very interesting. The generator with the images. Yeah, wait for tomorrow. I'll play with that and learn a little more about it before we talk about it.
Okay, so while we're talking about that, you guys know about Petite's cheesecakes in Oak Park?
No.
Okay, so ahead of Punchki Day a year ago, they came out with cheesecake-infused punchki.
Okay.
So I went and did a Facebook Live, unrelated to my prior employer, as I recall. It was just me on my Facebook page going and doing a Facebook Live at Petite's in Oak Park. And the reason I bring this up is because while I was on vacation, I noticed something peculiar. I started getting all these notifications saying, blah, blah, blah has shared your video, blah, blah, blah likes your video, 600 blah, blah, blah people, like your video, commenting on your video. I'm like, video? I haven't posted anything in like 4 days. What could they possibly be talking about?
And it was last year's video.
So video from like 51 weeks ago, let's say, that I shot at Petite's, either the owner, Patrick, or the actual business page itself on Facebook, reshared my almost year-old video that I did, and it went Facebook viral.
Again. Yeah.
Like 24,000 likes or views viral.
It actually happens to us all the time with Click on
How
Detroit.
does this happen?
Because
Explain it to me.
We'll see an article that's doing really well, and it's from last year, and it'll just be someone randomly saw it. It'll pull up on people's Facebook feeds, especially they do that. What happened last year? What happened 2 years ago?
Sure. All right, but
So
that doesn't come
someone
up
will
on fan
randomly
pages.
See it, and they'll just start sharing it, and it'll start getting shared again, and no one will realize that it's an article. Just last week, there was a story about an abduction in West Bloomfield, and it was getting shared everywhere, and it was actually a story that I wrote last year, and there was no abduction scare going on at the moment. So it's interesting to see some of these articles, especially. I mean, the timestamp is always right up at the top.
Yeah, February 4th, 2016, Jason Carr was live.
Yep.
So 54 weeks ago, 24,500 views. View video insights. I'll show you the graph. Look at that graph.
Yeah, just all of a sudden, there's the spike.
Crazy. It's like this, and then pow. Who knew that a year-old or year and 2 week old video could find new life on the interwebs? But indeed, it did. NASA's announcement. What do you have there?
Oh, you know what? We don't know much about it. They're going to be doing an announcement at 1 p.m. about exoplanets, or planets that are not in our solar system and are circling other stars. We don't know what the announcement's going to be, but it's interesting. We're looking for where it's going to be available. I know it's going to be available on NASA's site, but hopefully we can get a live stream available too. But just something to look forward to. Could be anything.
Aliens.
Well, okay, let's not speculate.
Somebody said, talk about a hamster wheel. Melissa, talk about a hamster wheel. That guy at the desk.
Oh, yeah. It looked like he was standing in a hamster wheel.
Apparently there's some debate about my beard, my vacation beard, which I had not. You have a click-on story, speaking of from the vault?
Yeah, so I've been digitizing old footage and old documentaries that we have, and this specifically is from 1975 about homicide rates in Detroit. And it links gun sales after the riots to the increase in crime and homicides. Anyways, we'll just show a clip here.
Downtown Detroit, the streets already are almost empty. It is no exaggeration to say that many people are afraid to be out on the streets at night. Detroiters know about their own city's reputation.
Anyway, she pled guilty to manslaughter.
The homicide rate has gone up during good times and bad, when there was racial tension and when there was not, when other crimes increased or decreased. Homicide is a growth industry.
So yeah, it's a really fascinating documentary. It's about 30 minutes long. The whole thing's available on Click On.
I was going to say, for a TV news story, that was moving pretty slow.
Yeah. It's not just a segment. It was
It's
a whole,
an actual
like, 30
full-blown,
minute,
and people can watch that where?
It's on Click On. It should be on the homepage right now.
Melissa got the chills from those bells chiming.
Yeah, that was a little eerie.
Carolyn thinks the beard looks great.
Yeah, it does. I just noticed now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that Petite's Cheesecakes in Oak Park is doing the cheesecake-infused punchki again. Punchki.
That's coming up next Tuesday? Or okay.
A week from yesterday. You okay?
Just, yeah, I was coughing a little bit. I'm good.
Getting verklempt over the whole cheesecake thing?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it was. I'm all right, though. Don't worry.
All right, let's check out dad reflexes one more time. A dad wakeboarding with his daughter. She's
He's
waving,
so quick.
woohoo, woohoo, and then whoa.
I'm surprised that she's holding on to him that well, though.
Right.
Let's take another one more look.
Huh?
We'll take another look.
Okay, so now let's, in the time that we have left this morning, let's fire up the debate. Just keep looping it.
Mm-hmm.
Should she even be out there in the first place?
I think so. She's fine. She's got a life jacket on. It looks like a calm day. They're not going that fast.
Says the guy without kids.
Well, yeah, I think it's fine. And I mean, people don't drown instantly anyway. So I mean, let's go hypothetical. She hits her head and falls unconscious. That father could be in the water and to her within seconds.
What do
Even
you
if
think?
What do our
Cheryl
viewers
says,
think?
no. Mark
No?
says, no.
You got a few no's right off the bat.
Well, she is with dad and not with mom, which usually means there's a little bit more, you don't have OSHA coming in and looking and seeing what the what the circumstances are.
Nancy says, can you wish my daughter Emily a happy 25th birthday? Is she watching?
Happy birthday, Natalie.
Happy birthday, Emily. You say Natalie?
If there's a Natalie out there with a birthday, we wish you happy birthday as well.
Good cover, Jake.
Thank you. No problem. That's what I'm here for.
How's the sinkhole, by the way? Any improvement while I was
House
south
is
of the
still
border?
standing. It's still smelly. Other than that, same old, same old.
All right. Donna says, too little, thinking a fall could harm her. Too dangerous. She's too little, says Victoria Franco.
How little is she? I don't know ages.
If I had
It's
to
like
guess, I would say that she's probably about 3 and a half. No, maybe not even. Waving like that, I would say she's probably 2.5, 3 years old. If I had to guess.
Crazy.
No, too young. Jackie or Jacquet says she looks 2. I'm going to go 2.5. That's my final answer.
A lot of people saying 2 or 3, so sounds about right.
Somebody's watching from Germany, Elke.
I mean, I don't understand what her age has to do with any of this. She's wearing a life jacket. You know, like if an adult falls off a wakeboard or a child falls off a wakeboard, it's still the same circumstances. I don't.
I mean, there's panic with a kid though. Like an adult's not gonna freak out if the 2-year-old falls and is in the water and her parents are off, like, are driving away or boating away.
Carolyn McMullen says, why would you risk it?
I don't
because,
know. This looks really enjoyable. I bet this kid's having a great time. Why do you risk anything? I mean, that's what life is.
All right. More chilling, disconcerting, this video or Harrison Ford in his latest aviation I won't say what would be the word, not mishap, but there was another incident.
Yeah, he had crashed a plane once before, right?
So here's Harrison Ford in between two 737s, landing on the wrong runway.
I mean, I don't know. Did they have the runways numbered?
Okay, so he was supposed to land on the runway right in the middle, and he landed on the taxiway and flew over the plane, which is what he wasn't supposed to do, obviously. No one was hurt or anything, but I mean, he's getting investigated now, and like, there's a possibility he could lose his pilot license.
How old is Harrison Ford? Almost 80?
I think that's 74. I think that's what they said.
Well, as I said, he was running from the Empire. He was trying to make the Kessel run in under, how many parsecs?
Four parsecs, I think.
Parsecs.
Parsecs.
Revoke my Star Wars
Wow,
man
Victoria
card because
Franco
I can't
says
remember the
need to
exact
shush
reference. But
because I don't have kids. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's always an argument I hear with things. You'll understand when you have kids. Like, I don't know. That's a little.
can you go in tight on the beard? Let's see your zoom skills with this. Oh boy! Everybody, buckle your seatbelts as if you're flying with Harrison Ford. This could get nauseous.
Lighten it up.
This could get.
There he is.
See, the disconcerting part is this right in here. Mm-hmm. You know that they were looking for a new world's most interesting man to replace Jonathan Goldsmith.
Did they call you?
I campaigned openly and even posted a couple of headshot photos. How's that?
Looks good. It's coming in. How long is that? How many weeks?
What is that, 10 days?
10 days?
Nothing compared to your ridiculous,
Yeah, well.
like, hermit of the woods look that you had, that still have.
Well, we got to get you over to the set here soon, huh?
What, are you trying to kick me off?
No. Just
First he says that you
aware of
guys
the
had fun
time.
without me. It was like I wasn't even here.
What's going on?
Ken says nobody understands if not raised around water, this is just plain fun regarding the little girl on the wakeboard. So
Yeah, I mean, I grew up going to the cottage up north, spending all the summer on the lake. I mean, I don't know. I'm a good swimmer. Maybe that's all there is. I don't have the fear of the water, but that it looked like the kids were having a good time. And Dad caught her.
And Dad caught her.
This is
Boom. Okay, so to recap the top story, Sterling Heights Mosque. The Sterling Heights City Council voted Tuesday to accept a lawsuit settlement in a controversy over the building of a mosque. The Department of Justice sued the city for blocking the project. The settlement allows the mosque to be built, but not at the height that they originally wanted. The city will have to pay a deductible of $350,000. You're looking at video from last night's heated council meeting where a number of people were against the mosque. Meeting was standing room only. Almost everybody in attendance, as I just said, asked the city council not to settle. U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid and representatives of the American Islamic Cultural Center held a press conference within the last 30 minutes and discussed the specifics of the settlement. If you want to see that, head to clickondetroit.com. We have we streamed it live, so it's now archived. And we will see you here on TV in 11 minutes on Live in the D.
stay classy, Detroit. Jason Carr Live was sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm. 855 Mike wins.